staying back, and we're sorry that it's got a bit tardy getting to the trophy presentations. The trophy presentations for the Colts and the reserves will be done in-house as a result of playing last week of the Colts and Reggie's playing tomorrow. But I'll get our lead coach up, Tony Micale, to give the report on the West Perth game. We'll stop for that, and then we'll make some presentations with our president, and then Tony can wrap up tonight's game. So welcome to our lead coach, Tony Micale, tonight to make the presentations. Thanks, Tony. Thanks for the clap. I thought I might get booed tonight. Yeah, look, last week, at the end of the day, I guess it was a disappointing result because we had more than had our opportunities to win. But looking back on the performance, at least our players were very, very competitive and really had a go. Unfortunately, I guess, I know I'm only supposed to talk about last week's game, but you can't help but compare that to tonight, and I thought we took a backward step tonight, unfortunately. But we had a good talk about that with the players after the game, and I'm sure that we'll address the matters that we need to address and improve them over the coming weeks, hopefully as soon as next week. But there's a lot of work for us to do, and I'm sure the players will get their heads down and concentrate on what we need to do. And with a good review on the game and input from the players, I'm sure that there'll be a marked improvement on next week's performances. Would you not come and help me? I haven't got the glasses here, mate, for last week. It looks like our fourth best award last week goes to a young guy who played his first league game late last year after coming back from the 18s and showed a lot of promise, and he is going to be one of the players that will take us into the future, and that was Mark Hutchins. Yep. West Perth game. We went to the end, which was positive that we can take out of it. I guess we could have taken our chances more in future. So that's something the players can learn from going into the future. Just taking our chances. When we pump it in like 50, 70 times, we sort of got to capitalise on it. So players just need to learn from past mistakes and use that for success in the future. Thanks. Coach, from the young to the experienced, and there's a terrific effort to see this guy do what he did last week when you consider that he had a late surgery and hasn't had a lot of time to recover, and probably came to the game underdone. And considering all that, and again, this guy sort of relies very, very heavily on his character, and unfortunately he did sort of injure himself tonight, but he was very, very good for us last week with his run, and I guess that was something that we missed from him a little bit tonight, was Danny Byrne.
Thanks for the support. Come back tonight. Good crowd tonight. Just stick with us. We'll keep getting better, and we'll just stay tight and get back on the train track and get doing the things we probably let us down tonight, like our skills and stuff, and we'll be right. Thanks, everyone.
Our second best player accumulated a lot of possessions last week, running off half back, and was very, very good, and did the same again tonight. He certainly does carry the ball, and that's really the area that we really need to work very, very hard on, and certainly look to improve on, and that was Adam Pickering. best player last week went to the old Warhorse. He was terrific. I guess without making excuses, a little unfortunate that on Wednesday night I reckon he did injure himself, and he did mention it to me, but sort of played it down as he usually would, and you know, it really typifies his character and the way he's played. And you know, I have the utmost respect for him, particularly being back here when I was here before and played a major part in the successes we had in those days. And I'm sure that he's going to help guide a lot of our young players through over the next year or two, and that was Micale.
Just quickly, just want to congratulate Frank. Well deserved 900 games. Boys, just got to get back to basics, keep working on things and keep believing in one another, and I'm sure we'll turn around.
Great game too last week, but unfortunately they couldn't get up